folks, this is Trellis Williams with Terry Bulldogs football program. This week, the Terry Bulldogs will be taking on the Callaway Chargers, and I am joined by the head coach of the Chargers, Coach Montre Edwards. And, Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. You were hired as head coach in June to replace Damian Brown, who had been coach for the last 5 seasons. Share with us the process of you becoming the head coach, because I know you got hired in June. Got hired a little later.
I did. I took last season off. I thought I was just going to teach and just going to be a little league dad. My little son had playing football, so I decided to take last year off, and I was just going to be in a teaching role capacity. And I was around. I was in the building. I fitted the description of what our principal and leadership was looking for as far as in the leadership aspect. So when Coach Brown was afforded the opportunity to go to Canton, made sense. I threw my name in the hat. I went through the process, and they deemed me as being the best replacement for him. Okay.
And it's good to see you there. And you guys have started off well, 2-1 so far this year. 2 dominant wins. Your 1 losses to the defending 6A state champions and the Grenada Chargers. You lost to them last week. But what has been your assessment of your team so far this season?
We're young. We're definitely young. It's the main thing. We're a young group of kids, but I inherited a really good football team. I inherited a good program that was in really good shape. Didn't have to do a whole makeshift as far as reinventing the wheel when it came to the players or with the system that they're running. Offensive system is still pretty much the same. I came in and I implemented my own defense, but we are multiple and varied. So what they were doing, it all correlates. Football is kind of universal, so it all kind of worked out pretty good. Everything's been working out so far pretty good.
And you said that you implemented your own defense. Your defense looked pretty good against Grenada. You stopped them multiple times. In the second half, you completely shut them out in the second half. And really a lot of their scores came from some of the fumbles in the game. Kind of talk about that, your defense. Just talk about implementing that defense.
Our defense is our cornerstone is alignment, assignment, and execution. It doesn't change. We want to make sure we're lined up correctly. We want to make sure we fly to the football. We want to make sure we fly to the football. We show up with bad intentions. We just want to do the little. We mastering the basics here as far as defense. Getting our blocks, running to the football, tackling, making sure our alignment and assignment is correct. We do carry an attitude on defense where we want to get 3 and outs and we want to have takeaways and turnovers. So that's been an easy adjustment as well. Like I said, I have a whole big hand in coaching the defense. My assistants have been great. I have young coaches with a lot of energy. So we're really excited about our defense. We like our defense every Friday night.
Yeah, and you guys play with 2 different quarterbacks. You run 2 quarterbacks out there. Talk about that a little bit, having 2 players capable of playing that position and kind of how that helps you guys and kind of how you're working through that situation.
Well, each one of our quarterbacks seems to do a little bit something different. Both of them have their own strengths. So it all depends on what we're doing. If we're lining up and we're running the football, number 9 gives us our best chance of being successful. We're spreading it out. RPO and throwing the football. Number 2 gives us our best. It just kind of all depends on what the defense is giving us. At some point, we do expect to have a clear-cut starter, but like I said, we not really long on the job, so we haven't got a clear-cut starter and leader at quarterback, which is one of the drawbacks of when you get a team late. When you get a team late, but. It's been working so far for us. Both of them have been real good. When we call that number, they've been really good and coming in and getting the job done for us.
So you guys played Terry Friday night, and Terry's off to a great start, 3 dominant wins. That matchup for us.
Well, Terry is one of the premier football teams in the state. My hat is off to Coach Thickpen. He's done a remarkable job over there. He's what I aspire to get this program to be. If you look at his teams, they're hard nosed, they're physical. They play well. They play well together. Uh, Seasons past, they've won playoff games. He sent multiple kids to college, so that means that they're developing them over there as far as playing on the next level. Because you can see that with the number of kids that he's been sending to college. Guys going to Middle Tennessee State. I think they have a D lineman now that's about to go to Florida State if he's not already at Florida State.
That's
But
right.
that just goes to show that their program is on the upswing. When you're developing guys like that and they can go to the college level and not just be on the college level but excel on the college level, really means that their program is off to a good start. And those are the kind of programs that we want to face. Like we want to face the top like Grenada. We want to face the top teams in the metropolitan area like Terry just to see where we at and match up and see, where we stand at right now.
And that definitely makes you better for sure. Listen, so Terry's beat Callaway the last 2 seasons. Last year's a 13-12 finish is a pretty good game last year. What do you guys need to do this year to change that outcome?
We definitely need to control the trenches. I mean, it's universal. We definitely need to control the trenches. We need to minimize our mistakes and minimize their explosive plays. They have some really explosive players who can score and strike from any point on the field. Overall, offensively, they're an explosive team. Defensively, they're a scrappy bunch. They are a really, really scrappy bunch on defense. So we're gonna have to go and try to match their intensity, match their physicalities, limit our mistakes, and just play our brand of football.
Coach Montre Edwards, we appreciate you joining us. And that was our interview with Coach Montre Edwards of the Callaway Chargers. It was a pleasure to be able to speak with him prior to this ball game. So I'm Trellis Williams. We're going to be getting started in about 25 minutes, away from getting started with this ball game. Folks, please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button right now. Today, we've got the Terry Bulldogs taking on the Callaway Chargers here today. Chargers sit at 2-1 on the season. Bulldogs 3-0. And the Bulldogs have had a great start to the season, dominating their opponents, winning every game by at least 20 points. And folks, this is the Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Buford Plumbing and Heating. More on them later on, but we're live from South Jackson Stadium. We also spoke with Coach Chris Thigpen, obviously, prior to the ball game at half field. And Thigpen, he was talking a lot about the big size up front for Callaway. The Chargers have a couple of big fellas up in the front. Biggest team the Bulldogs have played thus far. Terry's been making noise this year, 3-0 so far on the year, a legitimate contender in their region, and this is an opportunity for them to show how far they have come. The Chargers want to have something to say about that. Callaway coming off of a matchup with the Grenada Chargers, the defending 6A state champions. They lost that ball game 28-0 on the road, but in the second half, it was 0-0, so they showed some good resolve in that ball game. It'll be interesting to see how the Chargers play here tonight as they host the Terry Bulldogs. Last year, these two teams played. The Bulldogs won 13-12, but Callaway led at the half 12-0. The Bulldogs rallied to a victory. Folks, we appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. Also, like the stream and share it with anyone who may be interested in Terry Bulldogs football right here on the TSJW Network. We appreciate our sponsor, Buford Plumbing and Heating, who brings you the countdown to kickoff. When that Mississippi heat kicks in, don't sweat it. Call Buford Plumbing and Heating They're your local experts keeping homes cool with fast, reliable air conditioning service you can count on. Whether it's a quick fix or a full install, Buford's got you covered because comfort starts with cool. Call 601-208-0575, 601-208-0575 for Buford's Plumbing and Heating, Mississippi's trusted name in air, plumbing, and peace of mind. Buford Plumbing and Heating brings you the countdown to kickoff. We will step aside and take a couple-minute break. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. I'm Trellis Williams. We will step aside.
Enjoy the game.
So in just a little bit, we're going to be introduced to both of these teams who are about to be competing here tonight. We are excited about it right here on the TSJW Network. This is your home for Terry Bulldogs football. And so we've got Callaway cheerleaders on the right side of our stadium here. Got Terry Bulldog cheerleaders on the opposite side, but they're wearing like traffic vests that are orange, which is interesting. That matches Callaway's colors. So we will see what that means here tonight. So that's what we see on the left side. The Terry Band is in full effect here tonight. And that side of the stadium is packed out. Last week against North Pike, the Bulldogs barely brought any fans or the band, but now they're bringing the energy here to take on Callaway. Definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. We've had a good amount of subscribers add on. I want you to do that here today. And this Bulldogs team has looked good thus far this season. But this will be their biggest test as of yet. The Callaway Chargers here on the road at South Jackson Stadium. As we see the captains for the Bulldogs stroll onto the turf. As you saw in our interview with Coach Montre Edwards just a little bit earlier, he was talking about Terry, and he said that Terry is the example of a program that he wants Callaway to follow in the footsteps of, which are very, very high praise for Coach Thigpen and what he's done with Terry. And now the Bulldogs want to take care of it here on the field against Callaway. The Bulldogs are going to be wearing all white. White pants, white jerseys, white helmets with the maroon numbers and the maroon inscription of Terry on the front. We have yet to see what Callaway is wearing here today, but I think they will be wearing orange, but we will see when they emerge from the locker room. Bulldogs coaches wearing black here tonight. Bulldogs have been very focused, very disciplined with the team. And Coach Thigpen, he ain't playing games this year. We've seen an increase of intensity in his coaching from the sideline and paying attention to every single little detail of what this Bulldog football team is doing in their performance on the field. We're seeing more Terry Bulldogs emerge from the right side of the stadium as we're here at South Jackson Stadium. I'm your host, Trellis Williams. I want to call out our sponsors. We really appreciate them partnering with us here, Terry Bulldogs football. We got Buford Plumbing and Heating, who bring you the countdown to kickoff. Got Barnett's Body Shop, Tire Depot, Wheeler's Janitorial, the Hydro Station, Good Eatin', Raising Cane's, Richard's Tire and Auto, the South Point Center, Withers Florist, Wholesale Payments, Magnolia Mobile Pressure Washing, Boone Behavioral Health and Wellness, and Vowels Marketplace. We appreciate all our sponsors here for Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. We'll be introducing these teams to the fans in just a little bit.
The captains for tonight's game for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Tyson Kendrick. Number 2, Colby George. Number 8, Lazarus Ashford. And number 55, John Burse. And for the Chargers, number 4, Waylon King. Number 22, Rodney Hawthorne. Number 50, Tariquez Robinson. Number 72, Cameron Davis. And number 74, LaMarcus Jones.
The Chargers of Callaway have met up with the Bulldogs of Terry at Hatfield. The Chargers in dark blue with white numbers and the orange helmets. Bulldogs wearing the all white. The Bulldogs will be introduced to the fans from the left side of the stadium here. And coming from the right side will be Callaway. Chargers wearing some nice looking dark blue uniforms with the orange helmets, white numbers and letters.
Welcome the Terry Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs are out of the field now. And they've got their Bulldog mascot out there as well, rocking the number 99 in black. That's the Terry Bulldogs. 3-0 on the season, headed up by Coach Chris Thigpen. They've done a great job here in Terry. Folks, we appreciate you joining us right here. Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. The Chargers are now out right now.
Welcome your Callaway Chargers. Fans, welcome the 1985 class of 1985 Callaway to the 40th reunion. Monday Baker, the ball. Roosevelt Blackman, the ball carrier. Third down. 6 yards to go for a first down for the Chargers. Jamari Dennis, the ball carrier. Let's talk about Zion Varnell.
All right, we very much apologize for the late start on me being able to call this ball game. We got a hurt player down on the field for Terry. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. I'm Trellis Williams, your host, as the Bulldogs and the Chargers. As we got a hurt player down on the field now, it appears that it may be Amari Whalen, and we hope he's okay. He's been very effective for the Bulldogs so far this year. As we're just over a minute into the ball game. And folks, there's a rough setup here. It's hard for me to really see from where I am, and so we'll have to figure this one out on the fly. This isn't good to see, and Whalen can't put any weight on the left leg. Bad look for the Bulldogs. That's a rough start. First down and 10 now for Callaway. They've got the ball at the 38-yard line.
A round of applause.
And they're starting out with Alfonso Fleming, the sophomore,
down,
at quarterback. They got twins to the right and one to the left. Fleming is in the shotgun from the 38-yard line. There's the snap and the toss. And here's the run across the 40 and down to the 43-yard line. Nice run there, nice gain for about 5 yards, second down and 5. Just under 10.5 minutes to play here in the opening period. Chargers moving the football a little bit here. Second down and 5.
That tackle was made by Kevin Ware.
That run was by number 6, Jamori Dennis, the sophomore.
Second down.
Ball now at the 43. There's the snap. We're going to have a whistle at the line of scrimmage. We got yellow on the field, and it's offsides against the Bulldogs. We're going to be looking at a first down here for Callaway.
The Bulldogs.
And these were the kind of mistakes that Coach Thigpen trying to keep tight with this Bulldogs team.
5-yard penalty.
You don't want to get too rattled by the fact that you just lost Amari Whalen, but not a good sight for the Bulldogs.
Second down.
Another update is the Bulldogs are also without Rondé Baker here tonight. Out for another week with the hamstring. They're hopeful that he will return next week. Ball at the 48-yard line for Callaway. They're moving the football, another first down for them. Tried to catch him off sides again. Duplessis stays on sides. There's the snap back handoff here. Blackman right across the 50 down to the 49-yard line. Roosevelt Blackman, a big-time runner for this Chargers team. They're able to gain 3 on the play there, second and 7. Micah White comes through with the tackle, number 6 for the Terry Bulldogs. Very effective linebacker for this Bulldog football team. Fleming is set up in the gun. Twins to the left and one to the right. Second and 7.
50-yard line.
Ball at the 49-yard line. Snap back handoff. Blackman to the right side. And Duplessis came through and took him down. Big-time play from Michael Duplessis. And the ball this time will be at the 47-yard line back in Charger territory. That is a loss of 5 and a third down and 11. Great job by Duplessis getting through the gap and getting right at Blackman. and getting them down for a loss of 4.
For a first down for the Chargers.
Chargers football. Ball at the 47. Twins to the left, one to the right. Fleming pressured. And they got yellow on the field. And we're thinking it's probably a holding here, but we'll see what the call will be.
Flag on the play.
And it will be a hold against Callaway.
Holding against the Chargers is declined.
The Bulldogs will decline the penalty, which will bring up a 4th down. 4th and 11 now, and Callaway's going to be forced to punt. Ball's at the 47, and Callaway's going to punt this football. The punter for Callaway is Jahir Ibrahim. And that snap is over the head. A bad snap, but he's able to go and get it back and punt this football away, and it's not half bad. It bounces in a Callaway direction, and it will rest at the 37-yard line. So the Bulldogs will have decent field position, but great job by Jahir, able to pick up the loose snap and punt the football away.
And the Bulldogs will give this possession, their first possession, from the 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
And folks, this will bring us to our keys to the game, brought to you by Tire Depot. And so keys to the game today, and Coach Thigpen was saying this, controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, as now we're going to see yellow all over the field. We'll see if this will be offsides or false start. And we are going to get a false start against the Bulldogs. Not a good start for the offense here. Another key to the game for the Bulldogs is being able to control the ball on the run, be able to dominate by running it down Callaway's throat. Those are the keys to the game, brought to you by Tire Depot, where traction meets trust. From fresh tires to fast service, Tire Depot keeps you rolling strong all season long. Stop by Tire Depot, your hometown pit stop for performance. Bulldogs are out there with Brady Busby as their quarterback. Baker is out tonight once again with the hamstring injury. They got Brandon Duplessis starting at running back, the sophomore. And we got a fumbled snap, and Duplessis is going to pick it up. And he somehow pushes his way to the 30, but that's going to be a loss of 2. Going to be looking at 2nd and 17. Poor start for the Bulldogs here. The defense looked a little choppy to begin with, and then this offense is fumbling the snap here after a false start. 2nd and 17 from their own 30-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs have it. Please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button right now. We got trips to the left. We got none to the right. Busby's going to check with his line, make the play call here. 2nd and long for the Bulldogs. Snap back, Busby, handoff, Duplessis right through the open hole in the middle. He gets across and dives to the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 46, which is 1 yard short of the first down. Big-time run from Duplessis. That's a 16-yard gain, which will make it 3rd down and 1.
That tackle was made by Deshaun Sanders.
We're going to get a whistle from the officials here.
3rd down, 1 yard to go for a first down for the Bulldogs.
Just under 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. We're still scoreless here at South Jackson Stadium. The Bulldogs with the football at their own 46-yard line, 1 yard short of the first down, 3rd down and 1. Busby in the gun. Duplessis to his immediate left. There's the handoff, Duplessis. He'll go to the right and cut back towards the middle. He will get the first down and a couple more down to the 49-yard line. And that is a Barnett's Body Shop first down. Collision repair you can count on. When your car takes a hit, Barnett's gets you back in the game fast. Quality repairs, hometown service. That's Barnett's Body Shop, proud supporter of Terry Bulldogs football.
Ball now on the 49-yard line. First down for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10.
twins to the right and a single receiver to the left. Busby in the shotgun with Duplessis to his immediate left. There's the handoff. He'll take some contact and be down at the 50, a gain of only 1. Duplessis holding on to his ankle. He will be helped up. We'll see if he's okay. He's hobbling a little bit here. They're going to bring Duplessis off the field here. Not good to see from the Bulldogs. You already have a couple injuries here. Busby in the shotgun. Twins to the left and 1 to the right. 2nd and 9. Busby in the gun. Back to throw. Pass cross field. George able to snag it. And he's taken back, but his forward progress stopped him there at the 44-yard line in Callaway territory. Nice strong pass from Busby, and George able to pull it in. They're going to blow the whistle dead as it's halfway through the first quarter, so they have an official timeout. Folks, we'll step aside, take a break right here. It's Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Terry 0, Callaway 0.
44-yard line. This is the heat timeout for a water break.
And we are back here from South Jackson Stadium. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. And now we're going to see the Bulldogs in the shotgun with Busby here. Handoff to Duplessis, finding the hole, pushing down across the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. Good thing to see him back out on the field playing here. That's going to be another Bulldog first down brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop. So good to see you here for the Bulldogs.
Down the 40-yard line, first down for the Bulldogs, 1st and 10.
Off the 40-yard line in Callaway territory, Terry and Callaway here at South Jackson Stadium. We are knotted up at 0. This is the first offensive drive here for the Terry Bulldogs. Under 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Twins to the right and 1 to the left. The lone man to the left is Colby George. We're going to get a whistle and a timeout going to be called by Terry. Their first charge timeout of this ball game. And we will step aside. And folks, please be sure to check out the Magnolia Shine podcast. That is myself and the one and only Blake Levine. We host that show Mondays and Thursdays. We cover high school sports throughout the state of Mississippi. Football is hot right now, and we talk about it Mondays and Thursdays. Check it out on the Magnolia Shine podcast YouTube. Hit the subscribe button to the Magnolia Shine podcast on YouTube. The Bulldogs have the football. Twins to the left, 1 to the right. First down and 10. Busby the handoff. Duplessis right through the hole, past the 35, down to the 31. He's still on his feet before he's finally taken down at the 29. A great first down there by the Terry Bulldogs. However, we have yellow on the field.
There's a flag on the play, holding Bulldogs.
And this one's coming back. It's a holding against the Bulldogs. Impressive run by Duplessis,
That is a 2-yard penalty.
but it won't count.
to midfield, to the 50-yard line. Replay the down, first down, and 20 yards to go for a first down for the Bulldogs.
Chris Thigpen was telling us before the game that he wanted to be able to control the ball on the ground, be able to run that football very effectively, and they have been able to do so thus far, but that time it comes up with a hold. Bulldogs uncharacteristically committing multiple penalties here early. First down and 20. Busby, pressured, pass down deep to Gibson, but Gibson loses his footing, ends up on the sideline. Incomplete pass from Busby to Gibson. Bring up a second down, I do believe.
Gibson.
Clock stopped at 3 minutes 39 seconds to play here in the opening period. Got two phenomenal bands, and Terry and Callaway. And you can hear Callaway right now with the drums as Busby's in the shotgun here. Busby, quick handoff to Plessis. He's met by multiple defenders, and we're going to have yellow on the field, and we'll see what the call is here.
Tackle by Rodney Hawthorne. Out on the play.
It's going to be another hold
Holding
against the Bulldogs. And the offensive line for this Terry team is struggling with the Callaway defensive front, and it's causing them to
And
hold.
that is a 2-yard penalty.
They're going to lose more yards
They move the
here.
ball back to the 40-yard line in Bulldog territory.
So this is a second and very long, second and 30 here. We'll see what the play call will be from Coach Thigpen. So he's calling plays as well as head coaching this Terry Bulldog football team. Terry's offense was moving the football well on the run, but now you're a little too far for the run here. Second and 30. Trips to the left and one to the right. Busby in the gun. Busby feels the pressure. Short pass to Rogers. Rogers has a screen. Has blocking around the edge. Nice move past the 45 and pushes down to the 44-yard line. Nice 16-yard gain for the Bulldogs there. And that'll make it 3rd and 14, but that's a big cut into it. But now we're going to get a personal foul. It's going to be a roughing the passer against Callaway. And that will be a huge break for the Bulldogs. Wow. Unbelievable. They're able to get a 16-yard gain, and now you have a personal foul that I do believe is extended on this play. And I think the Bulldogs are going to end up with a first down. They are. The Bulldogs will come away with a first down, and how the tides have turned. Unbelievable.
First and 10.
And Callaway makes a mistake that eradicates all the mistakes that the Bulldogs have made previously in this drive. 2:50 remaining in the first quarter. Twins to the left and right. Chad Rogers to the immediate right of Brady Busby, the quarterback. In motion from left to right is Emmanuel Harris. He gets the toss, and he will get taken out of bounds. That'll be a loss. A 3-yard loss there for 2nd and 13. Wasn't able to find the opening that the play was designed for. Bulldogs 3-0 on the season, coming off of a dominant performance over North Pike. The Bulldogs have won every game they've played by at least 20 points. Callaway coming off a tough loss to Grenada 28-0, but that's the number 1 team in 6A, or the Grenada Chargers.
14 yards to go for a first
No
down
shame
for
in
the
that, but they
Bulldogs.
still showed some resilience in that ball game. Oh, we see some crazy stuff here. We're going to see the flag.
On the play.
We're going to get that false start.
False start against the
And again, the
Bulldogs. That's a 5-yard penalty. Replay the down. Second down.
Shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Moving back 5 yards, and I think we're going to be looking at a second down and 19. Still second down for the Bulldogs from Callaway's 38-yard line. Appreciate you joining us right here on the TSJW Network for this ball game. We got Busby in the shotgun. Trips to the left rather, and one to the right. Busby on the toss to Rogers. Rogers barreled through past the 35. And they'll mark him down at the 33. Nice gain of 5. Make it 3rd and 14. Bulldogs could use a big play here from Callaway's 33. Of course, for the Bulldogs, they always view this as 4-down territory for Terry.
To the 33-yard line.
Clock down to 2 minutes to go here in the opening period. Trips to the left and one to the right. Busby back to throw. He's got time. His pass down to George. Right through his hands in the end zone. That was a wide open receiver, and it was Colby George, and he just dropped it. And that brings up 4th down, but we do see yellow on the field here. And we're not sure what this call is going to be. Will it be against Terry or will it be against Callaway?
Incomplete pass intended for Colby George.
Great ball from Busby.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bulldogs.
And so that does not do Terry any good. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty, which will make it 3rd down and 29. And again, I think this is the 6th penalty against the Bulldogs, and so not showing the same amount of discipline as they have been in previous weeks. It's something that Coach Thigpen's definitely going to want to tighten up here. And it was after the play.
And that brings up a 4th down for the Bulldogs.
And so it's a loss of down, so it will also bring up
the punt, number 6,
the 4th down.
Dennis.
And so that is the worst thing you could have done. And now the Bulldogs are going to have to punt. So this possession will not end in a touchdown. That ball went right through the hands of Colby George. Braylon Beverly is the punter for the Bulldogs, and he will send it away. A beauty. And it will take a Terry Bulldog bounce, and it will stop inside the 5-yard line at the 4. What a beautiful punt by Braylon Beverly, and that gives Callaway not so good field position here to begin their second drive, but minute 36 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs drive comes up empty-handed, as we will see Callaway start their possession here at the 4. We'll step aside. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Callaway back out with their offense led by quarterback Alfonso Fleming. He'll hand it off to Blackman, and Blackman's going to fumble it, and he's going to fumble it. The ball was loose on the turf, and we're going to see who's got the football here. It is Terry Bulldogs football. What a change in fortunes, and it is to the advantage of the Terry Bulldogs. What a huge play. I couldn't see who picked that one up, but Terry with a huge play there. Unbelievable. And Callaway with a monumental mistake from running back Roosevelt Blackman. And this Terry Bulldog defense coming again with another forced turnover. And that allows the Bulldogs to have a short field. And that pretty much erases the issues of the last drive. Wow. As long as you're able to punch it into the end zone here. I'd expect a run, as the Bulldogs were doing very well running the football until their penalties were marking them back. Michael Duplessis out there acting as a tailback with Busby in the shotgun. There's the handoff, and they will meet Duplessis with 2 players there. And on that front for Callaway was number 22, Rodney Hawthorne, the senior. He came through very nicely to get Duplessis, which will be a loss out to the 12-yard line. So it's 2nd down and goal now for the Bulldogs from the 12. So not a good run play there. They lost a decent amount of yards. The ball's not at the 12, excuse me. The ball's at the 7. Busby getting the play call. Twins to the left and none to the right. Busby in the shotgun with Duplessis to his immediate left. Busby in the shotgun, back to throw into the end zone. It was a nice throw, but good coverage there from Callaway. It's incomplete. That brings up 3rd down and goal. I think that was to Colby George again. He wasn't able to pull it in.
To Colby George.
They're going to bring George out now. They're going to bring out Seth Moore. This might be a position where they might throw it up for grabs to Braden Gibson, who's very good at going for the 50-50 balls. The senior wide receiver for the Bulldogs on the near side. Busby, handoff Duplessis through the middle. He's going through the contact. He's taken down at the 5. 4th down and goal. Now, I will say this brings up a decision for Terry because, listen, they've got a kicker who can kick field goals, and I think they may do that. I think they may attempt a field goal here and try to just get on the board.
4th down for the Bulldogs.
That will be Derek Howard Jr., the kicker for the Terry Bulldogs. We talked to him on the South 78 Football Show, as you should check that out on Wednesday nights. As we will see the field goal in just a moment, but the first quarter will come to a finish. We're still scoreless here at South Jackson Stadium. It appears that the Bulldogs are about to attempt a field goal. Not too long of a field goal there. It appears it'll be about 23 yards, but it will be on the other side of the field. We will take a break and be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs Football on the TSJW Network. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Folks, we are in the second quarter, which is brought to you by Good Eating. Bringing the second quarter. Bulldogs set up for a field goal from 22 yards out. The set's good. The kick is up, and it is wide left. It is no good for Terry. And the Bulldogs will come up scoreless as he misses the field goal. It was from the right hash, a little different than an extra point usually for Howard, and he hooked it too hard to the left, and it is no good. We are still scoreless here at South Jackson Stadium, 0-0, and it's now Callaway football. A disappointment there for Terry as they come up empty-handed yet again. Wow. Good Eating brings you the second quarter. Hungry for some real Southern flavor? Come down to Good Eating in Byron, Mississippi, where the portions are hearty, the prices are right, and the taste, well, it's all good. So whether you're stopping in for lunch or dinner, remember, Good Eating in Byron, it's all good. The ball's at the 20-yard line now for Callaway as they start their possession. There's the handoff from Fleming. There's going to be a loss of a couple yards there. The Bulldogs are able to get to him there. We say a loss of 1, second and 11. Still scoreless here at South Jackson Stadium. The Bulldogs had a great opportunity to score. Were unable to take advantage of it after forcing a fumble at the 4-yard line. Those are the kind of things you can't do. But Callaway's a good football team with a big defensive front, and it's been bothering this Bulldog team. Second down and 11. Fleming under center. He's back to throw. He's trying to avoid the defenders. He'll run out to the right. He's taken down but he's able to gain about 3 on the play, bringing up 3rd down and 8. And we've got a player down on the field for Callaway. Hope he's all good there. And folks, check out the South 78 Football Show on Wednesday nights. We're live on Wednesday nights at 7. The South 78 Football Show, which is our coaches show that we host live at the Good Eatin'.
The gain is to the 23-yard line, 3rd down.
We had a takeaway earlier, and that was brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial. Wheeler's Janitorial keeping things spotless on and off the field, from offices to schools and everything in between. Wheeler's Janitorial gets the job done right every time. Call 601-892-7547, 601-892-7547 to book a clean. Wheeler's Janitorial. And take this opportunity to go ahead and hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. And coming off the field for Callaway is number 56, Charles Gibbons, the sophomore. Hate to see him hobble off the field, and you hope and pray that he is indeed all right.
Let's give Charles Gibbons a hand, fans.
Callaway's football. Fleming pressured, sacked, and the Bulldogs get him down at the 15-yard line. A huge loss of 8 yards. And that is a sack. Brought to you by the Hydra Station, specializing in hydration massages that are easy on the body. Unlike that last play for Fleming, when life hits hard, the Hydra Station is there to help you unwind and relax. No deep pressure, just deep relief. The Hydra Station. And the ball's now at the 15-yard line. 4th down and 15 for Callaway. And they're going to punt this football away with their punter, Jahir Ibrahim. We're going to get a whistle on the field here. Going to be a delay of game against Callaway. Another 5 yards back. Bring them up back to inside to 4th down.
10-yard line.
And 20. Callaway going to punt this football. That snapped a little low, but he's able to get it off. That punt is down for Kendrick. Kendrick able to snag it. Kendrick getting around the edge, but he's taken down. Good job by Callaway on the coverage of the punt return. That was number 0, Master McNeil, the senior.
That run back by Tucson Kendrick.
And the Bulldogs will have the football again in Callaway territory. Pretty nice field position here. We'll see how this offense takes it on. Had a little bit of a slow start to this ball game. 9:35 to play here in the second quarter. Brought to you by Good Eatin'. This is a big game for Terry to show what they're made of. They've played opponents that they have overmatched. Even though Canton, fellow 6A opponent, they dominated them. Callaway here tonight, a big test for this Terry Bulldog football team. Busby's in the shotgun with Duplessis acting as the tailback. Busby handoff Duplessis out to the left side. Gets ahead of Sting, gets the blocking. Across the 40, pushed out of bounds at the 41. Nice run from Duplessis. We'll see where they spot him. They spot him at the 40. Should be 2 yards short of the first down, 2nd and 2. Nice gain of 8 for Duplessis.
To the 40-yard line, 2nd down. 2 yards to go for a 1st down.
Just under 9.5 minutes remaining in the first half. We got trips to the right and one to the left. Busby in the gun. Duplessis to his immediate right. Hand off Duplessis. Makes his move, gets the first down, pushes for more, and he does. Down to the 32-yard line. And that's another Bulldog first down brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop.
First down, Bulldogs. 32-yard line in Charger territory.
Nice job by Duplessis. Bulldogs keep charging ahead. Just over 9 minutes to play in the first half. Twins to the right and a lone receiver to the left. That's Braden Gibson. They've targeted Gibson once, and he lost his footing on that one. Like to see him get involved here. Nice handoff, Duplessis, able to break a tackle and dive across the 25 and down to the 24. 1 yard short of the first down, or 2 yards short rather. 2nd and 2, another 8-yard gain for Duplessis. He's having a big night thus far. He's going to come out of the ball game though and get him a break. Clock continues to run. Under 8.5 minutes to play in the first half. Man in motion is Seth Moore. He curls back around. Busby on the handoff now on the push through, and nothing on the play. It's going to be a loss of 1. 3rd down and 3.
Patrick Joyner, the ball carrier. That tackle was made by Raymond King.
Cole Reed is the sophomore that's playing at running back now for the Bulldogs.
3rd down.
Busby back to throw. Pass to Gibson. He caught it with the contact. We're going to see yellow on the field, even though that's still a little short of the first down, but it's about a yard short. We'll see what the call is. And it's going to be a holding against the Bulldogs.
Against the Bulldogs, that's a 10-yard penalty.
Has been killing every last one of Terry's drives thus far. 7:23 to go in the first half. Good opportunity for a wake-up call here for the Terry team. And you're still tied at 0. You're still you really have the edge in this ball game. And if you're able to play at your potential and stay disciplined, you're scoring touchdowns here. Trips to the right and a single receiver to the left. Busby's in the shotgun with Duplessis to his immediate left, it appears. Man in motion is Harris. Busby has time. No, he doesn't. Short pass, incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
3rd and 14 turns into 4th and 14. But they're in Callaway's territory, and I'm assuming they're going to go for it here. They have the ball at the 36-yard line, trying to get down to the 22. And they will punt the football. Braylon Beverly back out on the field for the Bulldogs. He will punt this football. There's the punt. Nice one. Inside the 10, but that will bounce into the end zone. So the ball will be at the 20 for Callaway. That one went a little fast for the Bulldogs, but it'll be ball with the Chargers at the 20-yard line. When we come back, we'll take a break.
And the Chargers will begin this possession at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Chargers. You want to make a difference for JPS student athletes? Consider becoming a sponsor and help build champions on and off the field. Check out the JPS Athletics web page to learn more.
Under center Here's the handoff. Oh, Callaway finding an opening downfield. He's taken down by George at the 40. That's a first down for the Chargers. Nice run there by El Amin Bashir.
Tackle by Kobe George.
Bashir able to get a big run on the play. They've got it at the 41st down.
Ball on the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Chargers.
Under center's Fleming. Another handoff again. And again, it's Bashir who's taken down at the 47. A gain of 7 there for Callaway. And now they're able to move the football here. And without Amari Whalen there on the defensive line for the Bulldogs, it's showing that this run is hard for them to stop. We'll see how long it works for Callaway. They were able to do this against Grenada last week as well. Able to move the football, move the chains, but they just would make mistakes in the red zone that would give the ball to Grenada. But we'll see what Callaway does here. They've got the ball at the 47. 2nd down and 3. Fleming handoff again to Bashir. And he comes out with conviction, but it is another fumble. And it is Terry Bulldogs football. Another Callaway fumble, another Callaway mistake, another clean takeaway brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial. They keep things spotless on and off the field. From offices to schools and everything in between, Wheeler's Janitorial gets the job done right every single time. Call 601-892-7547, 601-892-7547 to book a clean. Wheeler's Janitorial, the Bulldogs have the ball again. And now it's time for this offense to step up and put this ball in the end zone and score some points here. This has been a struggle here so far this game. But the defense is making things happen for this Terry team. Under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Busby alone in the backfield. He's looking for a throw. He's got time and space. His pass downfield, he will get rid of it out of bounds. A little bit of jawing between Terry and Callaway over there, as the coach is trying to make sure their players don't get any unnecessary penalties here. But yes, we do have yellow on the field. And we'll see what the call is going to be. I don't know if this is going to be a hold or if this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Holding.
And we have a hold. He didn't say it was against, but it's obviously against the Bulldogs.
Holding.
Another holding penalty against the Bulldogs.
10-yard penalty.
A little emotional here, it seems. This is the time that you got to be able to take these kind of situations, especially when you're a team with championship aspirations, as the Bulldogs are.
That moves the ball to the 43-yard line. Remains 1st down.
We're going to substitute Nathan Kelly off the offensive line. He's showing a lot of frustration. It's under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. The Good Eaton second quarter. Trips to the right and one to the left. It is 1st down and 19, it appears. Busby is back to throw, and he will chunk it downfield to triple coverage. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Emmanuel Harris, and he was heavily covered. Will bring up a second down and long. That'll be an official timeout halfway through the second quarter. And the Bulldogs struggling to find anything on offense here. They're going to try to talk it over. We'll be right back.
And this is a heat timeout, a water break. You want to make a difference for JPS student athletes? Consider becoming a sponsor and help build champions on and off the field. Check out the JPS Athletic webpage to learn how. JPS Athletic webpage to find out more.
Ball at the 42-yard line. This is a 2nd down and 19 for Terry. Twins to the right and one to the left. Busby in the shotgun. Handoff Duplessis. He finds the hole. He'll get past the 50 and push his way down to the 47. Duplessis has been very effective running this football, and he is now down and hurt. We've seen Duplessis be on the ground a little bit. He's a sophomore for the team. It looks like he's holding his hand. There's a nice gain there, making it 3rd down and 8.
To go for a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Folks, please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. It'll help Brandon Duplessis up off the turf. He's walking off the field all right. I think was his hand or his wrist. He's walking just fine, but a nice gain there of 11. He's done well running the football. The O-line for the Bulldogs have done a good job creating holes for him. He's going to come out now. But 3rd and 8 is now a manageable distance for the Bulldogs. Of course, the passing game has been less than successful thus far. 5:20 remaining in the first half. Busby in the shotgun. Busby, short pass, Gibson. Gibson gets the screen, runs past the 40. He extends down to the 30 and to the 29. And another Bulldog 1st down, brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop. And Braden Gibson is in Callaway's nightmares from last year. The first half for the Bulldogs against Callaway last year was a 12-0 Callaway advantage. And it was Braden Gibson with 2 touchdowns in the 2nd half to give the Bulldogs the win, and a big play there by him. A handoff nearly dropped by Rogers. He's able to get it back, scurries down inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. And the Bulldogs get another Barnett's Body Shop 1st down, and they are now officially in the Raising Cane's red zone. At the 15, Busby. Up for Gibson. Touchdown, Terry. And we got yellow on the field, and I can only imagine that would be pass interference, but we're hoping that is against the defense. But I am not sure, and Coach Chris Thigpen does not look happy, which is a bad sign for the Bulldogs. These officials have done a great job being clear with the calls, I will say that. And so I expect that to be the case this time and as they deliberate. 4:26 remaining in the first half. We're still scoreless. We're going to see if this is a score or not. And they're going to call it against Gibson. They say it's a pass interference against the offense, and so it will not be a touchdown. Instead, it will be 1st and 20, or 1st and 25, actually. It's going to be all the way back at the 30. I will say distance has not been a problem for the Bulldogs because they make big plays, but these penalties have been huge issues. Their 8th penalty of the ball game. Twins to the right and left, and we got Busby discussing the play call with the line. He's in the shotgun. Moore in motion from left to right. Handoff, Rogers is able to avoid the defender. He pushes his way along, and he's picked up, taken down. We got yellow all over the field, and we hope it's only on Callaway. I'm not sure, though, because we might have an unsportsmanlike conduct again on Nathan Kelly. I'm not sure. If so, that is problematic for the Bulldogs. He's already gotten one. We saw 3 flags out on the field.
Personal foul, Chargers.
It's a personal foul against Callaway, and that will be a good, nice break for the Terry Bulldogs.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
And I think that'll add from the 4 yards they gained on that play, which will allow them to be looking at a 2nd down and 6, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll see where they mark it. So I have to give major props to the officials in this ball game, as clear as they have been on these calls. And when an official is clear at this high school level, you have to be grateful. Just over 4 minutes to play here in the first half. We're still knotted up at 0. The Bulldogs trying to find their way in the end zone. Thought they had a touchdown with Busby's pass to Gibson, but they called that an offensive pass interference, as I guess he pushed off on the play. Ball is now at the 13. It's going to be a 1st down and 8 is what it appears. 1st and 8 from the 13. Twins to the left and right. And they catch Callaway offsides. Nice job by the Bulldogs.
Flag on the play, offside against the Chargers.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3 now from the 8. Or from the 9, rather. Bulldogs getting closer. Now they're just trying to punch their ticket into the end zone so they can get on the board here and take the lead. Busby, Rogers pushes his way forward down to what appears to be the 6. We'll see where they spot it. They spot it at the 7. 1 yard short of the 1st down, 3rd and 1. They bring Duplessis back out, which is a good sign for the Bulldogs here. He's been very effective on the ground. 3rd and 1. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Busby, handoff Duplessis. He'll get the 1st down. So he'll get down to what appears to be the 5-yard line. No, they say he's short. They say he is short of the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down and inches. And this is a huge 4th down for the Bulldogs. 4th and inches. Busby in the shotgun. There is the snap, and a dive from Duplessis across the 5, and he definitely got it. There's no way he didn't get it, but we'll have to see what the spot is. And that's a big Barnett's body shot 1st down for the Bulldogs. That'll bring up 1st down and goal from the 5.
1st down, goal to go for the Bulldogs.
As Duplessis plunged through the line, able to get down to the 5. Ball at the 5-yard line for the Bulldogs. 1st and goal, just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Busby, handoff again, Duplessis around the edge, able to get through into the end zone. And that is a legitimate touchdown, Terry Michael Duplessis with a rushing touchdown, and the Bulldogs are now on the board.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
He was able to bounce to the outside, break the tackle, and get in the end zone. And that time, no flags. The Bulldogs legitimately lead 6-0. And now for the extra point from Derek Howard Jr. And Callaway gets thrown off here. Oh, it's going to be a false start, though, as the Bulldogs break their spot.
False start against the Bulldogs. That's a 5-yard penalty.
This will make the extra point 5 yards longer for Howard.
To attempt the extra point, number 26, Derek Howard.
The snap, the kick is up, and that one is no good. They say it's no good. It looked like it went through the uprights, and they said it is no good.
2 seconds remaining in the second
The
quarter.
ball went through the uprights, and they said it was no good. Unbelievable. I'm interested in seeing that from the camera view. Oh, my goodness, I can't believe it. And the Terry coaches thought the same thing. It went through the uprights, and they said it was no good. Wow, 6-0. Now the scorekeeper puts up the point for 7.
Consider becoming a sponsor and help build champions on
And now I am confused, folks. It says 7-0 on the scoreboard, but I did not see the officials put their hands up as it was good. So for right now, we're going to go with 7-0 because that is what's on the scoreboard, folks, here at South Jackson Stadium. That's also what happened on the field. But they showed the sign of no good, both of them, in front of the goalpost. So we'll see how this manifests throughout the game. 7-0 Bulldogs. It's over 2 minutes to play here in the Good Eaton second quarter. Derek Howard Jr. will kick the kickoff to Callaway. If you're just joining us, it's been a struggle for both offenses, especially for Callaway as they've been fumbling the football. The Bulldogs haven't been as disciplined as they normally are, been committing penalties, but they get in the end zone that time. Callaway receiving it, and he's tripped up. Nice job by Emmanuel Harris, forcing him to be tripped up as he went down at where they're going to spot at the 35, it appears. It looks like he's down with injury. Thank you for joining us, folks. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. Coming ahead is the halftime report, and we will give you scores from around the state updates on what's going on right now in Mississippi. A big week 4. It's a big week 4 here for Terry as we see a cramp on the field. Glad that it's not a serious injury for the young man. Callaway will start their possession from the 33-yard line. And the Bulldogs defense, who has done a great job in this ball game thus far, forcing turnovers, will again line up on defense. Callaway's football, trips to the left and one to the right. Handoff from Fleming, able to get it to Blackman, who's able to avoid the tackler. The ball's loose on the ground again for Callaway. They're able to recover their own fumble that time, and it actually is not a bad run as they're able to gain 9 on the play, so 2nd down and 1. But this Charger team they just can't hold on to the football. And that's going to be a problem that's going to face them throughout the season if they're unable to hold on to the football. This is a team that does a great job at their line, creating room for the team. They've got speedy players, skilled players, but they just aren't keeping the football. But They're able to get it back there. 2nd down and 1. There's the handoff, fake handoff as Fleming keeps it. He's using his legs up the near sideline. He's pushed out of bounds by Rogers. 1st down for Callaway at the 46-yard line. He's able to get out of bounds, which stops the clock at 1:19.
Alfonso Fleming with the quarterback.
Callaway's trying to score swiftly before the end of the first half. And yes, the scoreboard changes to 6-0. It is 6-0 here at South Jackson Stadium. Folks, that kick went through the uprights. Fakes the handoff as Fleming. Skips to the right side. And he's stopped at the 45. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
Fleming with the quarterback keeper. Stopped by a host.
Whistled by the official. Timeout called by Callaway, their first charge timeout of the first half. And that'll bring us to a break. Score 6-0. Terry with the advantage. Just over a minute to go. Callaway trying to make a last drive in this first half. We're back out on the field. Ball at the 45-yard line. Callaway with the football. Twins out right and twins out left. Fleming in the shotgun. Fumble the snap, but he's able to get it back. Short pass to Blackman, who's met by Patrick Joyner, who has been huge for the Bulldogs in the first 3 weeks. And gets a big tackle there for a loss of 1, making it 3rd down and 10. Patrick Joyner with 2 interceptions on the year. Callaway back with it again, 3rd down and 10. Having to make a play here. Nice big play for Fleming. 1st down and more. He avoids the tackler. He's taken down by the shoestring tackle by Colby George, but not before he gets into the Raising Cane's red zone for Callaway. Ball at the 20-yard line. Going to be a timeout called by Callaway, their 2nd charge timeout of the first half. They got 36 seconds to get 20 yards into this end zone. Callaway very much alive for an opportunity for a touchdown here. We appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. Our subscribers have been shooting up as of late, and we appreciate you guys doing that. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and get that done. Hit that subscribe button. Also, like and share it with anyone who's interested in Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Ball's at the 20-yard line for Callaway. Bulldogs lined up defensively here. 36 seconds remaining in the first half. Trips to the right and one to the left. Fleming starting to feel himself a little bit. Fakes the handoff. He'll run it himself through the middle, and Terry will take him down.
Quarterback keeper.
3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. Clock continues to run here. Callaway's going to have to hustle a little bit as it's 20 seconds remaining. Twins to the left and right. Fleming in the shotgun. Alfonso Fleming to his immediate left is Roosevelt Blackman. Bad snap, fumbled on the ground, and Callaway able to pick it up. And they're going to have to get this timeout, call their last time out of the first half. Disastrous play by Callaway. 8 seconds remaining now in the half. And now you're probably looking at one last play in all likelihood. 3rd down and 12. And these fumbles really getting at Callaway. Even these ones that they're able to recover on their own, it still is just costly to the team. But listen, Callaway's done a lot of good things in this game. They've been competing with Terry, but just kind of all around, both teams not performing at the sharpest. But listen, it's football, folks. Can't always perform at your sharpest. But you got to win these kind of games too. 6-0's the score. Terry in the lead. 8 seconds to go. And they're going to go for a field goal here. They have a very impressive kicker in Jahir Ibrahim. I do believe he's from the country of Chad in Africa. And he will kick a 40-yard field goal. He'll attempt one.
Yeah, Ibrahim will attempt the field goal.
Snaps there. Kick is there, and it is no good. Wide left. And we're going to see yellow on the field as we're going to see probably roughing the kicker, which is not going to be something that is desired if you're a Bulldog fan. 3 seconds remaining on the clock, but we'll see what happens after this play. But that kick had plenty of leg. It just was off left.
The foul, roughing the kicker against the Bulldogs.
That will make it an automatic. Well, I don't know. Thought that'd be an automatic first down, but it is. It is an automatic first down, and it appears Callaway will opt to kick it anyway. 3 seconds remaining in the first half. This field goal will be a 28-yarder, which will be considerably shorter. Callaway's got an opportunity to get on the board here. Snap is there, kick is up, and that time it is through, and it is good. Callaway able to get on the board here as South Jackson Stadium as the first half comes to an end. The score, Terry 6, Callaway 3. The Chargers able to get a nice drive that was able to get themselves on the board. And we're 6-3 here in South Jackson Stadium. We'll step aside. We'll be back for the halftime report. Enjoy the bands of Callaway and Terry. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network.
Fans, welcome Green Elementary School cheerleaders to the Callaway game. Let's go Hornets. Let them feel the buzz. Principal Dr. Heyman, Assistant Principal Miss Davis, cheer coach Miss Anderson and Miss White. years of supporting Jackson Public School athletics today. Remember, sponsorship helps provide essential resources for our student athletes. Visit the Jackson Public School athletic webpage to find out how you can help. Come on, fans, let's celebrate this Callaway Charger band! Thank you for supporting Jackson Public School Athletics tonight. Remember, sponsorship helps provide essential resources for our student athletes. Visit the Jackson Public School Athletics webpage to find out how you can help. And I know you want to help.
It's fine. Anything all right out. Oh, is there water? Oh. Stop it. Good stuff.
Welcome back. We are live here from South Jackson Stadium. We're about to be having second half action. Terry and Callaway, the Bulldogs lead 6-3 over the Callaway Chargers. It's been a very competitive game in the first half. The Bulldogs just kind of, shoot themselves in the foot with some of these penalties, but Callaway's been doing the same thing to themselves with the fumbles. So we'll see who executes better here in the second half, and we'll have to see what happens here. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. We'd like to see the increase in viewership. We got a lot of people watching this one. Terry and Callaway, which is a huge ball game here at South Jackson Stadium, with big implications on both these teams moving forward. Who are these teams is the big question, and I think we're going to get the answer here today. 6-3 lead for Terry over Callaway.
How about a shout out again to the 1985 class of Callaway High School. 40 years later, and they are still young.
The Bulldogs will receive the kickoff to begin the second half, as Callaway received it to begin the ball game. Second half of this game is going to be a mystery. Terry, we're the favorites to win this ball game, but when you look at the game here, Amari Whalen went down on the first series. Not a good look there. And then ever since then, Callaway's been able to move the football. They've had a few things for them. They have just been unsuccessful in finishing drives. Colby George will be back to receive for the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs will receive the first kickoff of the second half. Back to receive the kick, number 2, Colby George, and number 1, Keeson Kendrick. Kicking off for the Chargers, number 26.
Callaway set up to kick this kickoff off to the Bulldogs. Here at South Jackson Stadium. Ibrahim will kick this one away. It's a squib kick, and George will pick it up. Move to his left. Out to the outside, past half field, down into Callaway territory. A big return for Colby George. And the Bulldogs will have great field position to start off their first possession of the second half, as that'll bring us to our keys to victory. And this goes for both teams. Who can execute better here in the second half? Will the Bulldogs be able to execute the way they have in the first 3 weeks? Or will they revert to the ways of the first half? Will Callaway be able to hold on to the football in their offensive possessions? These are the kind of questions we have here. And those are the keys to victory, brought to you by Richards Tire and Auto, where the key to a smooth ride starts with trusted service and unbeatable tires. From tune-ups to tire changes, Richards Tire and Auto keeps you rolling to the win. And the Bulldogs
now with the football. Busby on the handoff to Duplessis. Brandon Duplessis not going to be able to get anywhere, and he loses some yards in the process. I don't know why I called him Michael Duplessis in the first half. It's definitely Brandon Duplessis.
Brandon Duplessis, the ball carrier.
The ball's at the 49, going to lose 3 yards on the play, 2nd and 13. And this Callaway defensive front has done a great job as we begin here in the second half. They've also done a good job covering the pass from the Bulldogs. Twins out right and a single receiver out left. Busby in the gun. Hand off Duplessis. And he's stopped dead in his tracks for a 1-yard gain at the 50. 3rd down and 12. Bulldogs need a big play.
3rd down, 12 yards to go for a first down for the Bulldogs. The ball on the 50-yard line at midfield.
Twins out left and right. Duplessis with Busby in the backfield. He sends Duplessis to his right side. Busby back to throw. Has plenty of time and room. Now he's being pressured. He's going to toss it deep, and it's out of bounds, but there's plenty of contact, but it was an uncatchable ball. Incomplete. We're going to see yellow on the field in the backfield. I don't know if we're going to see a hold here or we're going to see a personal foul is what the official is going to signal. This may go in a Terry direction, but we'll have to see. It was 3rd and 12 prior to the play.
Incomplete pass intended for Brandon Duplessis.
It's a personal foul against the offense. And again, another penalty on the Bulldogs. And I think this will just make it a 4th and long here, and the Bulldogs are going to have to punt this football.
Against the Bulldogs.
So not a good possession there for the Bulldogs starting off the second half. The Chargers defense gets another big stop. As Terry's receivers having a tough time dealing with this defense from Callaway. They've done a great job. And if you think about it, Callaway last week did a great job defensively. Grenada scored 28 points because of their fumbles. And the Grenada Chargers took advantage of the short fields. That's really how they scored their points. Callaway's defense is very good. Braylon Beverly for the Bulldogs will punt this football away. Back deep to receive for Callaway is number 6, Jamori Dennis, who will field it, and he will come to the near sideline. He's going to leap across the 35, and he'll be down at the 37. That's where Callaway will start their offensive possession. So over 10 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. And we're going to see Terry's defense here once again. And we're going to see Callaway's offense. And it looks like they will go with their other quarterback. They've got 2 quarterbacks on this ball club. But we do see Alfonso Fleming out there. Fleming's going to stay at quarterback. They've got Eric Harris out at wide receiver. And he's the other quarterback, junior quarterback. I think they're going with Fleming now as their quarterback. Sophomore for Callaway. He'll line up under center. And hand off to Blackman, who gets across to the 45. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. This Callaway offensive line has done a great job being able to create room for the running back, and Roosevelt Blackman has been a beneficiary of this O-line for the Chargers. They throw it by Shear. Back out there, number 20. Oh, there's a fumble on the snap. And Fleming able to pick it up. He's going to gain yards on the play and get the first down as he's now in Terry territory at the 49-yard line. That turned out not too bad for Callaway there, and so now they're at the 49.
First down, Callaway Chargers.
Doesn't appear we're going to see Amari Whalen again. We haven't gotten an update on it, but it didn't look too good. So not a good sign for the Bulldogs. And here's a run out in the open is Bashir, and Callaway's going to check into the end zone for 6. And the Chargers take the lead on the Bulldogs. And that's the Terry Bulldogs' first deficit of the season.
Touchdown, Callaway Chargers!
El Amin Bashir able to find the hole, and he ripped right through it. And he had all turf ahead, in for 6. And it's a 9-6 ball game, excuse me. A lead for Callaway. Going to go for the extra point here. PAT setup is good, and the kick is a line drive right through. 10-6 advantage for Callaway. The Chargers take the lead. And now the Bulldogs stare their first deficit of the season right in the eye. How will the Bulldogs respond? We shall see. We will step aside.
Terry Bulldogs 6, Callaway Chargers 10. El Amin Bashir. Let's give El Amin Bashir a hand.
And Callaway will kick the ball back off to the Bulldogs. And this Terry offense, the onus is on them to get something done here. They trail 10-6. As Callaway strikes on their first possession of the second half. Ibrahim will send it deep. And they'll let it go to the back of the end zone. Touchback for the Bulldogs. They'll start at the 20. .909 remaining in the third quarter. We got a good one here at South Jackson Stadium, as we all expected.
Possession at the 20-yard line, first and 10.
But Callaway has the lead now. Brady Busby, it's on him to lead the way for the Bulldogs here. The junior quarterback. It's a big test for him and his development here. Brandon Duplessis at tailback. Duplessis around the left side. He bounces to the outside. Nice gain. He'll go out of bounds. Just a couple yards short of the first down as he's down at the 28, out of bounds. 2nd and 2. And again, we're going to get another whistle. I didn't see a flag on the play. Yes, there was a flag on the play. And it appears that they say it's a delay of game. And that's penalty number 11 for the Bulldogs. Apparently it was not a delay of game as a hold.
Flag on the play.
Ball's going to be at the 10. That is first down and 20 for Terry. And they need a big play to change the trajectory of this ball game here, because momentum is with the dark blue team.
10-yard line, first down.
Trips to the right, none to the left.
First down.
Snap it from the left hash. Hand off Duplessis. Nowhere. Lost a yard. 2nd and 21. Game's been a little chippy between these two teams. Had a very competitive ball game last year in which Terry came on the winning end, 13-12. Callaway trying to knock them off this year. The Bulldogs have won the last 2 times. This is the 5th meeting between these two teams. Bulldogs won the last 2. The first two are won by the Chargers. They're both 6A now. You got Brady Busby in the shotgun with trips to the right and none to the left. Busby scrambles to his right. Pass over the top to Gibson. He's hit as he was trying to pull in the catch. It's incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Gibson was heavily covered, and that ball was hardly catchable as it was fading out of bounds. But nice try, though. Third down and 21 now for the Bulldogs. Chargers been phenomenal in their coverage.
Third down.
Trips to the right, none to the left. Busby, handoff Duplessis. He's able to find the hole, go through the middle. He's able to avoid a tackler, push past the 20, down to the 21. And it will now be a fourth down and 9. So, Bulldogs in a position where they're going to have to punt the football. 7:45 remaining here in the third quarter.
Fourth down.
These penalties really putting this offense in paralysis here. Braylon Beverly will punt the football. And back to receive, once again, is Jamori Dennis. Good snap. That punt is not good. It came off his foot in the bad way, and it will bounce not very far. And that ball will be at the 34-yard line. Phenomenal field position for Callaway. And they're going to try to put some more points up on the board.
First and 10, Chargers.
We have a 10-6 ball game, just over 7 minutes remaining. Fleming under center. Handoff. And another big run! He's getting away in for another touchdown for Callaway. And the Bulldogs are struggling to stop the run, and that's the second rushing touchdown for Bashir.
Touchdown, Callaway Chargers.
And the Chargers now lead by 2 scores, and the Bulldogs are now facing an uphill battle to win this ball game. It is 16-6 Callaway. And the Chargers are hyped. Listen, what Callaway had to do was be able to hold on to the football, not fumble the football, and now they're not doing that, and they're able to use the speed of Bashir to get in the end zone. 16-6 is the score, and now they'll go for the extra point here.
Ibrahim on the attempted extra point.
Ibrahim's kick is blocked, and it is no good. 16-6 is the score here at South Jackson Stadium. And how big was that field goal when you think about it now? It would be 13-6 instead of 16-6. A 10-point advantage for Callaway. We'll step aside, be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Bulldogs back to receive. They're going to need a big drive in order to change the momentum of this ball game. They're 3-0 on the season, but in big jeopardy of taking their first loss here tonight. Their offense is going to have to wake up and be able to score points here. Callaway will kick this football off. 16-6 ball game. Lead for the Chargers. 13-0 has been the second half in Callaway's direction. And there's the kick for Ibrahim. It's long and Kendrick will receive. He's up that far sideline. Oh, he's yanked down at the 29. I think they're going to stop it at the spot it there at the 28, if I'm not mistaken. That's where Terry will start their possession.
Keyshawn Kendrick with the run back. That outstanding tackle was made by number 1, Josiah Harris.
Terry's offense needs a big drive here. They trail by 10. Under 7 minutes to go in the third. A lone receiver out left and twins out right.
At the 29-yard line.
We're going to see yellow on the field here. We saw yellow on the field. We don't know what's going on here. We've still not seen the call. I think that was a neutral zone infraction against
12 men on the field against the Chargers.
12 men on the field
penalty.
Against Callaway.
Move the ball to the
So
34-yard
penalty,
line.
making it 1st down and 5 for the Bulldogs.
First down, 5 yards to go for a first down for the Bulldogs.
Busby. Handoff, Duplessis. Finds an opening, pushes his way down to the 39. Gain of 5, and I think they're going to give him the first down. We'll see where they mark it. They do. And that is a Bulldog first down, brought to you by Barnett's Body
This is the
Shop.
ball carrier. That stop was made by Rodney Hawthorne.
You still have plenty of time in this ball game, just over 6.5 minutes to go in the third. You don't have to hustle very quickly, but you have to make this drive count, especially if you do take a lot of time off the clock. Twins to the left and 1 to the right. Busby, pass to George, incomplete.
Incomplete pass intended for Colby George.
Bring up a second down at the 39 for the Bulldogs. Again, I want to remind you that the Magnolia Shine podcast, I'm a part of that with the one and only Blake Levine. We talk Mississippi High School sports Mondays and Thursdays on the YouTube channel, the Magnolia Shine podcast. The Magnolia Shine podcast YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to that. Busby hands it off to Duplessis, and he is met by the Callaway defense. And it's going to be a loss of 1. 3rd down and 11.
Brandon Duplessis, the ball carrier. An outstanding tackle by Krishan Woodcox. No correction, Leyland King.
Krishan Woodcox gets the big tackle on the play. And it's going to be not the injury time, but the official timeout, rather, halfway through the period. Folks, we'll step aside, be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Welcome back to South Jackson Stadium. I'm your host, Trellis Williams. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Terry down 16-6 to Callaway. Obviously their largest deficit of the season, as these are their first deficits of the season. Got twins to the left and 1 to the right. Busby is back to throw. He's got protection. He scrambles. His pass is outside to Metters, but that didn't do any good. It lost yards as they'll lose 3 yards on the play, making it 4th down and 14. It'll be another punting situation for Terry, and this offense is just struggling mightily at the moment.
4th down.
5.5 minutes to go in the third. Callaway defense is giving the Bulldogs what they can handle. We'll see if Terry can be able to bounce back from this. But what you got to do here is you got to have a good punt and be able to have some good defensive action here. Beverly with a much better punt. Oh, the ball's punched out. He's unable to pick it up, and Callaway gets it back. Unbelievable. I can't believe that Terry was unable to pick that football up. Jamori Dennis caught it and was hit immediately. The ball was knocked loose. And as that ball was on the ground, Terry was unable to pick the ball up, and Callaway was able to pick it up. That could have changed the ball game. That had given Terry a short field, but great job by Dennis jumping back on that football, and Terry unable to take advantage of a magnificent opportunity. 5:21 remaining here in the third. Ball is at the 23-yard line for Callaway. 24-yard line, rather. Fleming under center. Handoff. And again busted out of there is Bashir. You got to contain him. He's very fast, so you cannot let him get loose. He's able to gain a good few yards there to the 33, which is a gain of 9. Second down and 1 now for Callaway. We're going to see yellow on the field now.
1 yard to go for a first down for the Chargers. Ball in the 33-yard line.
And the Bulldogs caught up for 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty for a first down for Callaway.
The Bulldogs with a 5-yard penalty. First down, Bulldog.
Fleming under center. Handoff. Bashir bouncing off defenders and getting down to the 42.
It's
a gain of 4. Second down and 6.
Second down. 6 yards to go for a first down for the Chargers.
Alfonso Fleming under center for Callaway. Their run offense has been effective. That time it's Fleming, and he is unable to get much. Gains 1 yard, third down and 5. A huge third down here, especially for this Bulldogs defense as they want to get this football back. 16-6 ball game, Callaway in the lead, just over 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Third down.
And Fleming loses his helmet on the play. He's going to have to take the play off, so their other option at quarterback, Eric Harris, the junior, will run at quarterback for this play, and it's a huge third down play here for Callaway. Harris will line up under center. Fumbles the football. It's on the ground, and Harris is able to regain control of it. But they lose a yard on the play, and it's 4th down and 6, and I do believe the Chargers will probably punt this football.
4th down.
Coach Montre Edwards not happy with the fumbles. That's something that they fixed for the most part after that first half, which caused them to take this 16-6 lead, and now showing some of those mistakes here again. He's trying to coach it out of those guys. This is Edwards' first year as head coach here at Callaway. He spent time as assistant with Callaway. And he took the year off last year from football coaching. And then after Damian Brown's departure, Coach Edwards returns as head coach. And he's frustrated with his guys. He's going to call a timeout as he's trying to get them organized. So first charge timeout by Callaway here of the second half. The score 16-6. The Chargers with the advantage will step aside. Back out on the field, we're back at South Jackson Stadium. Callaway with a 16-6 advantage over Terry. Ibrahim will punt this football to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs do get a stop here in the second half, their first stop in the second half. Beautiful punt. George will call the fair catch at the 16-yard line. So Bulldogs do not have great field position. They'll try to work with it here. We'll see what this offense has. They've struggled so far in this ball game, but maybe they can turn the page here on this possession. They have 2 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. This would be the time to go ahead and get a score here and make it a one-possession game. 10 points separates these two teams. And listen, there are multiple things that have gone one way or another. We had a field goal attempt by Derek Howard Jr. for Terry. He just missed it far left. And then Callaway had a 40-yard field goal, missed it left. But then a penalty, a roughing the kicker penalty against Terry, allowed him to kick a 28-yard field goal, in which he made to finish out the first half. And those kind of differences in the game, 6-point swing can make a difference in a ball game like this. Brady Busby in the shotgun with trips to the left and none to the right. Busby rolling to his left here. Pass over the top. He had Harris, but he just missed him. Incomplete. Harris was open on that far sideline, and just incomplete pass. Second down and 10. Working from that 16-yard line.
Second down.
Busby in the shotgun with Duplessis to his immediate right. Busby short pass to Gibson, has the screen. He takes a tough hit at the 19-yard line. A gain of 3, looking at a 3rd and 7, and Gibson felt that one. There's going to be a whistle blown.
Pass complete. Tackle by Josiah Harris.
I don't know what the call was there. 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. .225 remaining in the third. They stopped the clock. I really don't know what the whistle was for. Tough hit. Doesn't affect the yardage at all. 3rd down and 7. This is a huge 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Down.
They stack it up, trips to the right here, and Busby's going to roll to his right. He's looking for somebody to get it to. Busby's going to run it and run out of bounds at the 25. That's 1 yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1.
Keeper. 4th down.
And Chris Thigpen's going to bring the offense off again. They're going to punt this football on a 4th and 1. It's deep in their own territory. And Busby apparently wasn't really aware of where the first down marker was, because he probably could have dove down to try to get to that 26. He missed it by a yard. And we're going to get some kind of yellow here. Well, no, we're going to get a timeout called by Chris Thigpen. First charge timeout to Terry of the second half.
Timeout.
2 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the third.
Bulldogs.
Step aside. Well, folks, I will say this. I don't know if that was going to be a fake or not. Could have been, because you're looking at 1 yard to go. And whenever you change up the look like that, I know they're trying to catch them possibly catch them off sides. They could have been trying to fake it as well. We'll see what Terry's got up their sleeve. And I think Callaway, Coach Edwards, is going to try to get prepared for a fake. And we'll see what Terry will do here. Braylon Beverly back for the punt here for Terry. Bulldogs down by 10. And they will punt it indeed. Beverly, the long punt. It's caught by Dennis. Dennis able to avoid the tackler. He busts through, but he's taken down the 44-yard line. That's where Callaway will start their possession. And now it's up to the Bulldogs defense to come up with another stop. They were able to do it last possession. We'll see what happens on this drive. But we will take a break. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network.
The ball now on the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Callaway Chargers.
So ball at the 44, 1st down. They got Fleming out there under center. The ball's loose, it's on the ground, and Callaway picks it up again. And it'll be no gain, 2nd and 10. If you're the Bulldogs, you have to be ready for this. You know that they are prone to fumbling this football. You got to pick it up. And you got to be ready for it. Ball at the 44. Minute 20 to go in the 3rd, 2nd down and 10 for Callaway. Alfonso Fleming, the quarterback for the Chargers, will line up under center. There's the handoff to Bashir, is taken down at the 49.
Bashir, the ball carrier.
He's down and he appears to be injured. That's not good to see. Maybe a cramp, though. He looks like he might be stretching it out a little bit. We'll see what the
50-yard line.
We're going to mark him at the 50, which is 3rd and 4. This is going to bring up a big 3rd down for Callaway. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. Coach Edwards looks upset with something. I think he's speaking with an official. He is able to walk on his own power, but he's walking with a noticeable limp off the field. Bashir for Callaway. He has 2 touchdowns on the ground for the Chargers. Callaway staring at a big 3rd down and 4. The Bulldogs looking for a stop here. And now you're going to see Alfonso Fleming, the quarterback, under center once again. There's the handoff. Blackman around the left side. He'll get the 1st down as he dives across the 45 and down to the 44. A big play by the Chargers.
Blackman, the ball
is what
carrier.
Coach Thigpen of the Terry Bulldogs, he warned his team about, is this big line, and the Bulldogs have been struggling with it this game. Now, a big difference made is not having Amari Whalen out there getting hurt on the 1st possession. It's been a problem. Derek Kagans runs out on the field, defensive line for Terry. Fleming, quick handoff, and it'll be a dive down to the 40. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. That was Rodney Hawthorne, the senior. As the time runs out on the 3rd quarter, Callaway firmly in control of this ball game as they're moving the football right now at the 40-yard line in Terry territory, and they lead 16-6. The Bulldogs have struggled tonight. Callaway looking for the big win.
Down, 6 yards to go for a 1st down for the Chargers.
We welcome you back to South Jackson Stadium. Callaway 16, Terry 6. This game has gone in the Chargers' direction, particularly in that 3rd quarter. And Terry's going to need a big 4th quarter in order to win this ball game. 2nd and 5 here, or 2nd and 6 rather, from the 40-yard line. Fleming under center. And it's a fumble. Is this, who's going to pick this one up? And I think Callaway picked it up again. And the Chargers still fumbling it like they were in the first half, but unlike the first half, they are recovering them, which does make a big difference. Still third, and now it's 3rd down, still 6 yards to go. Big 3rd down here for Callaway. Fleming under center. Handoff. And Blackman is stuffed as he got down to the 38, but 3 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 3. And now we see Callaway's punt unit coming out. So good job by the Bulldogs defense to be able to get that stop there. Huge stop. And now your offense has to go to work now because you're in the last quarter of the ball game, 4th quarter, and you're down by 10. Keeson Kendrick back to receive the punt. We got a player down for Terry. Appears to be Lazarius Ashford. You hope he's all right. He's a major player for this Bulldog defense. It's a penalty against Callaway. Make it 4th and 9. From the 43-yard line, Callaway will punt this football away. Keeson Kendrick back to receive for Terry. The snap not so good, but he's able to get the punt off, and they'll let it go out the back of the end zone. So ball at the 20 for Terry to begin this possession for them. Callaway on the edge of making some mistakes, but the Bulldogs have not been able to capitalize off of them or even pick up the fumbles. But good job by the Chargers being able to recover them. Now it's up to the Terry offense to get something done here and find a way to put points up on the board. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. That's where all your Terry Bulldogs football will be, right here on the channel. Next week is the newly dubbed Unity Bowl between the Terry Bulldogs and the Raymond Rangers. And that game will be at Bulldog Field next week on Friday night. Take on Raymond, and that will wrap up non-region play for Terry. Busby's in the shotgun with twins to the left and one to the right. Sends Duplessis in motion. Busby, short pass to Gibson. Gibson, nice move. He finds an opening. He's got plenty of room, and he's got some blocking. Gibson past the 50 and is taken down out of bounds at the 46. And so we got a sign of life here from this Bulldog offense. All you need is one big play, and this potent offense can get going. And this is a great offense. They just had a sluggish start to the ball game. Big play there on the short pass out to the flat to Gibson. They're at the 46, and that's a Barnett's body shot first down. I don't know what we have with the whistle here. We have an injury. We have a Callaway player on the ground. It looks like it's going to be a cramp here. And that's for Rodney Hawthorne for the Chargers. The Bulldogs will have the ball at the 46 with 10 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the ball game. 16-6 advantage for Callaway. But if the Bulldogs are able to march down this field and get in the end zone, it will make a huge difference for Terry here. But Gibson, what a move. He was able to split two defenders to get free, to get all those yards there. 34-yard play.
No fans, give Rodney Hawthorne a hand.
Got twins out left and one out right. The 46-yard line, the Bulldogs looking at a 1st down and 10. Brandon Duplessis to the immediate left in the backfield of Busby. Busby in the gun. He's back, and he's got good protection. Pass to George, overthrown too high.
Incomplete pass.
George laying down, face down on the field, and he will get up. Incomplete pass, second down and 10. They have been unable to connect Colby George and Brady Busby. Busby had a perfect pass to him in the end zone that George dropped, and then that time Busby threw it too high. The thing is, you never know with the routes, though. You see George is frustrated. He may have run the wrong route. We do not know. Twins to the left and one to the right. We got Busby in the shotgun with Duplessis to his immediate right in the backfield. Busby on the handoff, Duplessis. He breaks a tackle and finds opening. He goes, he gets across the 30 and down to the 25. They're dragging him. He stays on his feet. He broke another tackle. He stays on his feet. He's pushing his way down inside the 5-yard line. What an excellent play from the sophomore, Brandon Duplessis. What an impressive run, folks. He took so much contact and stayed on his feet. Unbelievable play, game-changing play from Brandon Duplessis. And the Bulldogs are now looking at a first down and goal from the 4-yard line. This time you have to be able to punch this football into the end zone. Last time the Bulldogs were at the 4, they did not make it happen. Now they're going to have to figure it out. And we're going to see a timeout called by Callaway, which will be their second timeout charged of the second half, folks. The Bulldogs have a little life here. They got a lot of time, and they've got the ball at the 4-yard line deep in Callaway territory. So you got to stay with us. We got a great ball game here at South Jackson Stadium. And the Bulldogs, what a huge run from Brandon Duplessis. That was a 42-yard run, and he had plenty of contact that he was able to break on that play. And, folks, he's only a sophomore. Unbelievable. It looks like the ball's marked down at the 3, so the ball's actually at the 3-yard line for the Terry Bulldogs. Duplessis is not in the ball game, and I think he's pretty tired after that big play, but you may need him to punch your way into this end zone. We'll see what the Bulldogs have here. They're going to work it with Busby out of the gun. They're going to bring Kylan Gowdy out there. Also as a receiver, they got Seth Moore, Braden Gibson. Got 4 receivers out there. But Moore in the backfield with Busby. And we're going to get another timeout by Callaway. Wow. They have no more timeouts remaining in the ball game. That's their final timeout. And I know that was not the purpose there for Coach Edwards. I know he did not want that, but that's what he's looking at here. No more timeouts remaining for Callaway. Terry has 2 remaining. The Bulldogs looking at an opportunity to score here. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button, folks. Hit that subscribe button right now. It's Terry Bulldogs football right here on the TSJW Network. It's an honor to have Bulldogs coverage right here. It's always fun watching these Terry Bulldogs play some football here. And against a very strong team here in Callaway. And the Bulldogs trying to flip this game on its head. And it would start by being able to get in the end zone here. Busby in the gun. Moore to his immediate right in the backfield. Busby will roll to his right. Short pass. He threw it right to the Callaway player's hands. He dropped it. Very fortunate for Terry. That could have shut this ball game down, folks. It was a bad throw from Busby, and it went right in the hands of the Callaway defender. He's laying on his back now. He looks injured, but I think he's just exasperated. Can't believe what just happened. The ball was in his hands. It was in his fingertips, and he dropped it. Oh, my goodness. Can't see who that is. He may be hurt. I hope he's not. And what a relief here. And now you're kind of hoping to see these Bulldogs maybe run the football here. It looks like they're probably going to throw Duplessis back out there. They're still going to be at the 3-yard line. That was number 1, Josiah Harris, the junior. And man, that ball was right in his hands. Nice break for Terry, though. And Busby wanted that one back, too. As soon as that came out of his hands, he ran right to the end zone. But fortunately, ball's in and out of the hands of Harris. And now the Bulldogs get another opportunity. Duplessis joins Busby in the backfield now. Twins to the right and one to the left. Bulldogs 2nd down and goal. Will Callaway be able to hold strong here? The handoff Duplessis. He will get nowhere. He's able to break the tackle. No, he lost yards. They're going to spot him at the 11. And the Bulldogs are struggling in the red zone. The Raising Cane's red zone is where the Bulldogs are now. 3rd and goal from the 11. Bulldogs are working a lot better in more field. Not working well in short fields here. I hope they're able to find something here on 3rd down. 3rd and goal. Busby. Pass. Oh, great deflection. It was on the money to Gibson. Number 13, Jamarius Burst, able to break it up. And the Bulldogs looking at a 4th down and goal from the 11. And you got to go for it here, folks. You're down 16-6 with 8.5 minutes to go. I don't know what you're going to do here. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely not going to kick a field goal. You missed a 22-yarder. Also, that wouldn't even help you as much as a touchdown would. A touchdown puts you right in striking distance. But right here, the Bulldogs need to convert right here. Big 4th down. 4th and goal from the 11. Busby is back to throw. He'll throw it up to the end zone. It's going to be pulled in, and they say it's incomplete. No, he did not pull it in. Incomplete pass, and Callaway stops the Bulldogs again.
Come on, fans! Make some noise for that defense!
It's been a tough night to be a Bulldog here. Ball's at the 11 for Callaway. 16-6, they have the lead. Game's not over for the Bulldogs, but that was a very, very excellent opportunity that just went away in flames. Ball's at the 11 for Callaway. Under center is Fleming. There's the handoff. Blackman able to break the tackle and get the 1st down out to the 21-yard line.
Touchdown, Callaway Chargers!
Ball at the 21-yard line for Callaway. 8 minutes remaining in the game. Fleming under center for the Chargers. 1st down. He'll hand it off. Blackman trying to find something. He's dealing with a host of Bulldogs who bring him down at the 25, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Callaway wants to burn as much clock as they possibly can. Just over 7.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Going to be lined up under center. That's a false start against Callaway. That was an old funky snap there. They're going to lose 5 on that one. That's going to be 2nd and 11.
False start against the Chargers. That's a 5-yard penalty. remains.
That'll stop the clock at 7 minutes. Bulldogs defense could use a turnover forced here. They've created multiple. 2. Here in the first half, they were not converted on. Fleming under center. Handoff Blackman, and again a penalty. And I think we're going to be seeing another false start. And now we're going to see a fight here. And I don't know who it is here. And we see Coach Benson, defensive coordinator, getting in between it and telling his guys to get back over to the sideline. And it's been chippy the whole game. I was unable to see who instigated it, who started it, and I could tell by Coach Thigpen's body language that he believes that this was started by Callaway. We'll see what they're going to come up with. We see 3 flags on the field, and I know for the Bulldogs, involved was number 20, Alondo Ford. And it was already going to be a false start, so that was the first flag. The other 2 flags are going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. My expectation is that we're going to see the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties be offset and see the false start be marked off for Callaway. That's kind of what I'm hoping here, but we may see ejections, especially if there are fists flying. 6:40 remaining in the ball game. 16-6 lead for Callaway. Be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. We're past 2,400 subscribers on the TSJW Network YouTube channel. We appreciate you guys. Continue. And if you haven't, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Like and share with anyone interested in Terry Bulldogs football. And listen, this is a great game, folks. The Bulldogs down by 10, but they've got an opportunity to win this game. They're just going to have to put the ball in the end zone, which is what they failed to do in this ball game. The Bulldogs scored first late in the second quarter, and then Callaway answered with a field goal, making it 6-3. And this second half's been 13-0 Callaway. And so the Bulldogs have not scored since 2 minutes 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. And I think the officials are first going to explain what their call is going to be to Coach Edwards here. And I think we're going to have an ejected player, and I think that would be number 36 for Callaway, Jaden Baker. It appears he's either ejected from the ball game or his coach is going to bench him. Got a personal foul. Oh, we've got, I think the ball's going to be at the second down and 11. And we see, so he was ejected indeed. Jaden Baker ejected from the ball game. But here's the question now. You got to have the false start. Where's the false start? Yes, that's what Chris Thigpen was telling the referee's like, hey, remember, you did call a false start on that play. And he comes down and is like, yes, indeed, we did. Second down and 16 now for Callaway. And they have a player ejected from the ball game. So back to business here. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. 16-6 lead for Callaway. They're looking at a second down and very long. Their run game has been very effective, but we'll have to see what happens here.
Personal foul against the Chargers. Number 36 disqualified from the rest of the game.
So Fleming is going to line up under center for Callaway. There it is, handoff. Blackman, he's able to bust through a big gain down to the 25. Not what you wanted if you're Terry. He's able to get a good bit into that yardage there. Third down and 6 to go for Callaway. Big third down here. The Bulldogs going to need to stop them so they can get this football. Clock's running at 6:10 to go. Under center lined up is Alfonso Fleming, the sophomore. He's done a good job managing this Callaway offense here tonight. They lead 16-6 over Terry. And now we're going to get a whistle at the line of scrimmage. that's going to be the final timeout, officials timeout, halfway through the fourth. We'll step aside, be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Third and 6 for Callaway is a big third down.
Third down, 6
Fleming under center. 5:50 remaining in the ball game. There's the handoff. Blackman, he's wrapped up. Great job by the Bulldogs defensive front. Stopping him at the 25-yard line. And so stuffing him there. 4th down and 6, and Callaway is going to come out to punt the football. And now you're in a position where you have to be able to convert here if you're the Bulldogs offense. You're down 16-6 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. And you know Callaway's going to use as much time as possible around every corner. Ibrahim is going to punt this football away. Back to receive is going to be Keeson Kendrick. There's the snap. It's low. He's able to get it off, and Kendrick will field it. He's going to go out to the far sideline. He's going to make his move, and he's going to be nailed at the 35. Going to mark him down at the 37. Give him a kind spot there, and the Bulldogs will put their offense out on the field. 4:52 remaining in the ball game. And now if you're the Bulldogs offense, you have to make something happen right here, right now. And you don't have the option to come up short.
And the ball now lies
And you can't look in the pass either. Last possession, you came up short, and obviously you'd be in position to win the ball game if you would have put that one in. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. You got to move forward. 16-6, 4:52 remaining. You got Busby in the shotgun, 2 receivers outright. You're going to send Duplessis in motion. Busby going to escape. He's going to run the football. He's got opening through the middle of the field and slide past the 50. First down for the Bulldogs, brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop. Ball's going to be at the 49, but the Bulldogs are going to have to hustle. They've got 2 timeouts remaining here in the ball game, but a nice job by Busby on the scramble, able to get the yards for first down. Clock continues to run. Just over 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
First and 10.
Twins out right, twins out left. Bulldogs trying to make the play call here. Busby has protection. He's escaping now. He's going to be tripped up. I think he may have gained a yard. He did not. Nowhere. He did gain a yard. 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Now you got to go quick. You're running out of time here. 4 minutes to go. You got time, but
outstanding tackle
injury timeout does not benefit Callaway. He must really be hurt. And that's the big fella. He's 6'6", 280 pounds. LaMarcus Jones. And he's been a big factor for Callaway in this ballgame. Clock will stop at 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Bulldogs going to have to figure something out here. 2nd down and 9. Callaway staying home with the receivers, which has led Busby to have some openings here. And we'll step aside and be right back. So some updates on some scores. An hour ago, I saw a halftime score. Poplarville up on Pearl River Central 35-7. We've got Starkville up on Louisville at halftime 29-16. Petal Gulfport tied at 10 at the half. Madison Central up on Northwest Rankin 24-10. West Jones over North Pike at half 21-6. Now we got Busby in the shotgun, twins to the right and left. Busby gonna run the football, and there's gonna be yellow on the field, and we're probably gonna get another hold here. Busby gained a yard. Stop the clock at 3:42, and it's another hold. Another hold on the Bulldogs.
Against the Bulldogs have a 10-yard penalty. Replay the down, second down.
Clock's running again, 3.5 minutes to go. Now they're looking at a 2nd and 19. Busby in the shotgun. Busby, short pass to Gibson off the screen, and he dropped it. Story of the night for the Bulldogs.
Ball down, ball down, ball down.
3rd and 19 for the Bulldogs. Big third down here. Of course, you're going to go 4 downs every time. Busby in the shotgun. He's back to throw. He's pressured by Callaway's defense, who's done a great job. Busby will get out of bounds, though, and he's hit after the play. Great job by Brady Busby. He's able to get out of bounds and then draw the late hit, which is going to be excellent for the Bulldogs. I think this will be an automatic first down. Oh, my goodness. That was huge. Busby able to break free, and then he got out of bounds right before he got speared in the side. And yes, that will go the Bulldogs' direction, and it may even give them a first down here. We'll see what the call is going to be. And that's going to be a Terry Bulldog first down. Wow, what a huge play. This game has been sloppy from start to finish on both sides. Callaway's played better, though, as they lead 16-6. But you're talking about you got the clock stopped and you got the penalty on the end of the run. Great job by Brady Busby. It's 16-6, 3:13 to go. They're back in business here. Trips to the right and one to the left. Busby back to throw. He'll hand it off to Rogers, who finds the opening. He's fast, folks. He's going to take contact here within the 20. Oh, no, he lost the football. He fumbled the football, and Callaway picked it up.
Chargers ball! Chargers ball! Chargers
I can't believe what I just saw there, folks. And the Chargers may have just shut the door on the Bulldogs. Coach Thigpen believes that he was down on the play. And of course, this isn't subject to review. I did not see if it was down or not. It was very close, though, I will tell you that much. But that is just tough. He was down. He was down. Unbelievable. I just looked back at it. He was down on the play.
Your sponsorship makes a real difference in the lives of our student athletes. For more information,
he was down on the play, folks. I cannot believe what I just saw. I just looked at the replay. His knee was down, and then the ball came out. So we have a missed extra point, which isn't going to affect the game as much, but that affects the game mightily. He was down, and then the ball popped out. Unbelievable. And listen, it's a tough call for the officials to make. It's hard to blame them whatsoever. but that is such a big deal. If you had a review on that one, that would be Terry Bulldogs' ball in the red zone. Wow. But instead, it appears that Callaway will most likely win this ball game. But the thing is that Bulldogs can point to a lot of things in this game that they have not done well. Fleming under center, handoff Blackman, taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
2-yard gain on the play, 2nd down. It was to go for a 1st down for the Chargers.
There's the handoff and the run, and Blackman able to get across the 30 to the 31. And I think he may have gotten the 1st down on that one, and he does. Big 1st down for Callaway. This clock is going to continue to run, just over 2 minutes to go.
1st and 10, Callaway Chargers.
There's the handoff to Blackman. He's able to break the tackle, stay up, and he slips and falls. And we have a fight straight up on the sideline, and Colby George involved in it over there with a Callaway player. And I'll tell you, this game has been awful. This game has been absolutely awful. Start to finish. I mean, you're a Terry Bulldog fan. It's been awful to the nth degree. We've seen a couple fights there. We've seen bad football play.
And there is an ejection by number 3 for the Bulldogs.
And Colby George has been ejected. Oh, wow.
That's a 15-yard penalty that moves the ball to the 46-yard line in Bulldog territory.
Minute 41 to go.
1st and 10, Callaway Chargers.
And this is not looking good for the Bulldogs. Overall, Bulldogs going to call a timeout, and you wonder what's going to come of tonight, because the Bulldogs looked very good before tonight. Now multiple things look bad, as first of all, Mari Whalen is hurt, and he was hurt in a major way. You can tell he couldn't even put weight on his leg. And then after that, you just have the bad performance of the offense. And then you have multiple fights, and that time Colby George ejected from the ball game and unable to control his emotions. And it's just not a look of, it just doesn't look good, folks. Ball at the 46-yard line. On the handoff, Blackman. He's hit for a loss
2nd down
of a yard, I do believe. 2nd and 11.
Fans, thank you for supporting Jackson Public School Athletics. Mr. Kenneth Green and his staff says, thank you very much. We appreciate you supporting our athletic department.
Clock continues to run at 45 seconds. And Terry, disappointing performance here tonight. They will fall to 3-1 on the season, while Callaway will go up to 3-1, and I think we're going to see another scuffle. But I will say this about the Chargers. They keep holding on to those Terry Bulldogs. I tell you, after the play, they just keep holding on to them. And still no excuse for letting your emotions get out of hand. But we've had a lot of bad energy in this ball game. But Callaway's going to win. And credit to Coach Montre Edwards, head coach at Callaway, a monumental win for him as a head coach. Obviously his biggest win of the season, as their first 2 wins were to Provine and Murrah. And it may be best to not even shake hands here. It's just wave at each other. And go ahead and wrap this thing up.
And please drive safely.
And folks, that'll bring us to our player of the game, brought to you by the South Point Center. Coach Montre Edwards and Coach Chris Thigpen definitely giving each other respect at half field. They have mutual respect for each other. And the players on the field might be another story. South Point Center player of the game for the Bulldogs. They didn't have much going on. Didn't have much going good either. But player of the game would definitely be Brandon Duplessis for the Bulldogs. As he, if we're talking from the Bulldogs' perspective, he scored the touchdown. What an excellent run he got to get to the 4, even though the Bulldogs didn't capitalize on it. But Brandon Duplessis for the Bulldogs. And then, if we're talking about for the Callaway Chargers, it would be number 20, El Amin Bashir. He would be the player of the game for the Chargers. He was phenomenal in those 2 touchdown runs, and it turned out that those 2 plays are what made the ball game, folks. Other than those 2 plays, Terry would have won this ball game 6-3. But it was just a flash of good offense from the Chargers, 2 straight possessions, and they win this ball game 16-6. Folks, we appreciate you joining us. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. We appreciate King Williams, who's on the camera today, as always, as well as Nettie Williams on production. Today was a rough day. If you're a Terry Bulldog fan, if you're a Callaway fan, you got to be happy. What a big win for the Chargers. 16-6 win for Callaway over Terry. We'll see you next week on Wednesday. We'll have the South 78 football show once again live from the Good Eatin'. And then on Friday night, we'll have the Unity Bowl, Terry and Raymond. Hopefully it's a little bit more unifying than this was, folks. But I do want to thank our sponsors, going through them all one by one. We got Buford Plumbing and Heating, as well as Barnett's Body Shop, Tire Depot, Wheeler's Janitorial, The Hydro Station, Good Eatin', Raising Cane's, Richard's Tire and Auto, the South Point Center, Withers Florist, Wholesale Payments, Magnolia Mobile Pressure Washing, Boom Behavioral Health and Wellness, and Vowels Marketplace. We appreciate our sponsors here today. It's a pleasure to have them work with us. Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network, and we'll see you on Wednesday. But until next time, I'm Trellis Williams. We out.